Hey folks, MKSilverSax here, and I'm back with some DCS World. This time, I'm going to be flying this, the F-16. So right now, we don't have anything on board except for ourselves. So we're going to go ahead and get everything started with armament and cold start. Go ahead and get that a contact ground crew for rearm and refuel. Armor piercing. High explosive armor piercing. We'll just do that. I do want to use the CBU 97s. Anything else that includes them? Go with that. CBU 97. So that'll put 4 on board, and we have a targeting pod. Kind of useless in this case because we're not going to be using the targeting pod to laze the targets. We might use it to just kind of give us an overall view of what's out there.
Request rearming.
Okay.
Copy.
Now with that, let's go ahead and put the battery on. Put start 1. Before we forget, we're going to put the stores config to category 3, just because we're going to have a little bit extra weight on board from the all the CBUs, all the bombs. So go ahead and do that. Hey Kings, how's it going, man?
Rearming complete.
Now we can go ahead and start the engine. Pull the throttle out of off position and into idle. While that happens, let's go ahead and uncage the attitude indicator. And we will close the cockpit. Love the cockpit in the F-16. Have this like rimless view. Very, very awesome. Gotta lock the cockpit. Alright, main power is now on. And let's go ahead and add some lights. By the way, folks, let me know if everything is looking and sounding okay. We got Kings Gaming, well, of course, Kings, joining on Mixer. This is I've just recently started multi-streaming to Mixer as well. I don't really have much experience, or I don't even know if I have many viewers in Mixer, to be honest. I just decided might as well throw that in a different platform. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put the probe heat on. And EPU gen. We'll hold that down until we get that green light. Cool. Let's see. Run the bit test. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. Go ahead and do the test. There. So IFF, we're going to go ahead and put it to normal. Monitor audio. And that's about all I'm going to do with the IFF panel. Leave that go. But we will put on our comm panel. And we have to put on all of our other systems. So let's go ahead and alignment on. This sure if I need to put on the MDS. I'm going to go ahead and leave it off right now. Rearming and refueling are complete, so I've got some CBU 97s, external fuel tanks, couple of AIM-120s, a couple of Sidewinders, and I have a targeting pod as well. So that is on the right, so go ahead and radar up to standby. The FCR is on, and great targeting pod on as well. Caution off. Turn all these on. Put it into manual mode. And put both of our heads-up display systems. So we've got the main heads-up display. And we're also going to put our head-mounted heads-up display on as well. You'll see that pop in. So that is actually in the helmet itself. So wherever we look, we can still get all of the information that we need. It looks like we have some more people joining us. Feel free to say hi in the chat. While that's happening, let's go ahead and set a heading to 120, and we'll put a course to 30, because we're going to be moving between those two azimuth. The ejection seat, we will go ahead and arm that. And we have a little bit of time left. I'm going to wait until this gets about 9 minutes and down to about 8. Kind of pinpoint things in. So while this happens, I'm going to go ahead and start putting in some of our radio frequencies into our MFCD here, or our punch pad. Well, thanks for following, Kings. It's been a long time since we played something. I gotta get back into Forza with you. All right, so with this, we are at Sharjah International. Take a look at the ATC. Sharjah is 250.20. So we're going to go ahead and put that in our main 250.20, and we're also going to put that in up here as well. So COM1 0, enter. COM1 So I'm going to go previous, go back to ATC, and you'll notice that the Sharjah International Airport is highlighted here. So when we make communications and probably ask them to start up. Oops.
Dodge 1-1. Request startup.
We were Dodge 1-1.
Dodge 1-1. Cleared for startup.
Okay. Well, we'll ask for request to taxi to runway soon. I'm going to go ahead and put in our COM2. And they're probably not going to talk to us, the JTAC. Just watching the chats, been waiting for a game I could do. Well, you know what? I highly recommend picking something like this up. I mean, if you're into simulation, it's fun to actually play with other people as well. Right now, I'm actually hosting my own multiplayer server on another computer in my house, and I'm currently connected to that, kind of distributing. Let's see, Axman is 133. Let's go ahead and put N1. Huh. I'm gonna go. That preset. There we go. Okay, let's go back to the list. INS alignment is number 6. And we've got about 4 minutes left to kill, so while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that our targeting pod works. So let's see, test placeholder, we're going to put EGP, standby, and air to ground. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make that soy. So now there's a targeting pod underneath my plane. I'm using a little nub button that's on my OTOS Warthog stick, and I could actually slew the camera to do things like target specific areas. I could have it track a specific area or a target. Right now I have it on white hot, black hot, and TV. I can do point targeting, area targeting, bring it back to the middle. So just a lot of things you can do with that type of setup. And take a look at our doors. I don't have to really worry about the waypoints too much. Good idea of where we're heading. Sure that get the brightness on this up, and we should be good. All right. Mostly everything looks pretty good. Got about 2 more minutes. I want the second number to be 8. That'll give us the finest alignment for the GPS, so that well, normally you'd want that for specific missiles and targeting. Believe it or not, we're not going to worry about laser targeting right now. We're actually going to do CCIP, which is computer calculated impact point, which basically means that we're kind of dumb dropping the bombs. The onboard computer systems are generally giving us an area of where we're striking with them. However, what I have on board these are CBU 97s, so I have it set up in air to ground mode, where the CBU 97s profile has a actuator of not actuator of they open up around 1,500 feet, and a bunch of little pods come out, and then the pods spin and basically acquire ground targets and fire like these like armor-piercing explosive pucks that like go straight for armored targets. So we could pretty much just kind of dumb drop these things on the field. There's a field about 65 miles to the to the southeast of us, with 20 tanks, P90s. All right, got it down to 6. Perfect. All right, we're gonna go ahead and switch this over to nav, and we should be good to go. SD up on the main display, and we'll worry about all the other stuff once we get there. Just want to do a quick check. A brake is on. We don't really need to do the O-box brake bit, because the oxygen is working. Plus, it's a video game. I'm not going to suffocate. Main power is on. EPU is on. Okay. Our countermeasure system is on. Worry about that later. I've been doing well. How about you, Kings? Hey, we are good to go. Go ahead and contact tower. Request taxi to runway.
1-1. Request taxi to runway.
Feet on the rudder pedals that I have. Steering is on. Go ahead and start taking our...
Dodge 1-1. Clear to taxi to runway 30. Path 2.
Copy. Taxi to runway 0 right. 2 runways. So the closest one that we have right here is 30 left. Have to cross that runway, but we're going to go down to the end of the field. Hopefully everybody's doing well this Monday evening. A little bit speedy going down the taxiway here. Just want to make sure doing anything that puts my plane not in my control. Yeah, I've been enjoying the new flight setup that I have. Got the Warthog HOTAS system. Got the Thrustmaster TPR rudder pedals, are fantastic. And of course the track IR and a couple other goodies. Without going into creating my own panels, it's pretty much short of having a home cockpit. Very nice. By the way, folks, if you're joining me on other platforms, feel free to come on over to YouTube or Twitch and follow or subscribe there. I am multi-streaming to YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Facebook. I don't think I'm doing the Steam store today. Sometimes I do that. I just kind of wanted to get up in the air. One more to go. I see it. Kings is now hosting me. Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, man, it's been a while since we played the Forza games. No, I really would like to get back into Forza 7 just a little bit. Not like to a huge degree. Be nice. Turn. I don't know if the ILS or the code is. Okay. Go ahead and stop short of runway. Yeah, man, months. Request takeoff.
Dodge 1-1. Request takeoff.
Turn off air-to-ground mode. On air-to-ground mode? It's on air-to-ground mode. I wonder why it was being weird. I'm not hearing back from Tower, but they usually don't get... It's a little bit buggy. This is a user-made mission. It's kind of like an open world, open sandbox mission, so there are a bunch of different things to do. I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do, so I'm not really going by the book, so to speak. I'm just going out there having a little fun.
Dodge 1-1. Unable to clear for takeoff.
Hold short.
Dodge 1-1.
Right.
You are cleared for takeoff when ready.
I'd send...
300 at QFE 29.82.
Alright, QFE 2982. You know, I'm just going to leave it at 299.3. Barometric pressure out in the sea. We'll just above sea level. Alright, here we go. Okay, one final check. Source config category 3. Alright. Crank that throttle all the way up, put it on afterburner. Rotating. Go. And gear up. We are going to, I don't know, probably have it get to a cruising altitude of about 13,000. Do our rotation 120, and we'll do heading hold. Right. Out at 120. Take a look at outside the plane. A little bit weighty on the right side. Okay. Yeah, 10,000. Go ahead and do attitude hold. Then what we'll do is a heading hold. Right. All right. Autopilot's now on. Be up in the at 7 o'clock high. That's our AWACS, our radar plane, giving some situational awareness. And we'll prepare. Go to ground mode. Test. EGP on that. Up in the stores management, air to ground. U-97. Nose tail fusing. PCIP. Guess what? Oh, we do have a... That's nice. Not sure where my... Oh, that's behind me? That's weird. There we go. A white hot. Kind of look around the area there. We're going to go from wide to narrow view. And we're looking for kind of a squiggly looking, like a river or like an outlet. I don't think that's it. I think that is it right there, which means enemy tanks are about in there. Not sure. We're going to go ahead and turn our autopilot systems off. Laser arm is on and master arm is on. Yeah, we'll do an altitude hold though. Okay. Just give that. Yep, we're in the right area. So they should be. Oh, you know what? I see them right there. It's actually difficult to spot them, but we're going to go ahead and track that area right there. Looks like we have more people joining us. Feel free to say hi in the live chat. I'm not sure if the Facebook chat works. If any of you guys are joining me on Facebook, might want to come on over to YouTube or Twitch. Got... do point targeting. Alright, according to our ETA, we are 4 minutes and 15 seconds out from the target area. For now, you know what? Yeah, autopilot off. Well, just kind of do everything manually here. I think there was a way to zoom in as well. I just don't know what key that is on my joystick. Because there's a way to zoom the targeting pod even farther in, and I mean, we'd have a pretty clear picture. Go ahead and kind of start a descent here a bit. There must be wind coming out of the northeast. because I've had to do some corrections, and this is a fly-by-wire plane. For this, I mean, it's all electronically adjusted, and computers on board take care of. All right. We're gonna drop it on. Let's see who's a lucky person. So there's a field of like 20 T-90s. Could try to make contact with Axeman, but I doubt they'll get back to me because...
Axeman 1-1. This is Dodge 111 F-16. Delta November 2147 at 12,000. I have CBU 97 500 cannon. Playtime is 0 plus 15. Available for tasking. What do you have for us?
Yeah, they're not going to get back to me, and I think it's because normally the F-16 in this mission is more of like an air superiority fighter, and not so much like a strike jet in this scenario. But like I said, we're not playing it by the book. Curious to see how this works here, though. Right, all right, all right, all right. If this doesn't work, I'm going to go directly to CCIP mode and just do some nosedives. Hit the tanks from there. But I figured if this does work, might as well give it a try. No, I'm already over the target. I didn't get any, Okay, you know what? Forget it. We're gonna go profile 1. DCIP. And a little bit of altitude, because the CCIP on these things really like for you to be nose down, almost I would say like a 45-degree angle. Pretty intense, right? But like I said, I don't really have to worry about being too accurate with my release. Just kind of lob it into the crowd, and the clusters themselves will actually do the work. I don't have to, they kind of do all their own targeting. There we go. I still have the... Beauty use. Alright. Go, there we go, there we go.
Altitude. Altitude.
One away. Pickle. You can see the wings flex. Let's see if it does any damage down there. Should. We're going for another pass, but I only like to drop one at a time. Let the first TBU do its damage, and then ooh, there we go. Ooh, took out a couple so far. We'll have to take a look at the mission recap at the end to see how many we take out. I would do a like kind of a follow the bomb thing. Actually, you know what? I might do that. Go and straight down. Start our descent. Come on, rudder pedals, kick in, man, kick in.
Altitude.
One away.
Altitude.
All right, let's go ahead and follow the bomb. Oh yeah, and it just opened up too. So if you guys are interested to see what the heck these things do, go ahead and go back to it for a second. They open up these canisters and they spin around and they fire these like little like explosive pucks at any radar like ground target they find. So wow, nice. And that's what they do in real life apparently. So interesting. All right, we've got two more, one on each side. By the way, this is pretty realistic when you drop one of them off of one side, the plane becomes immediately heavier on the side of the remaining if it's unbalanced. So gain a little bit of altitude. Keep our speed up a little bit. Yeah, you can see the destruction down there. You guys probably can't at the moment, but you will once I get a little bit closer. Okay. Have to throttle back just a tiny bit. Level out a hair. And then we'll go on for another dive. Yeah, there they are. There they are. I see a bunch of them on the right-hand side. Essentially the ones that are not smoking yet. Keyword being yet. Go ahead and...
Altitude. Altitude.
Like there are three on that farther side. Yeah, man, I could tell that the right wing just got really heavy, so we're gonna make our way around, probably a right-hand turn, and drop off another present. Okay. Yeah, I'm fighting this, the weight of the thing on the right wing. Super heavy. Super heavy. A little bit more altitude so we can get a nice dive and not have to worry about planting ourselves too close to these. Like quite a few have been taken out down there. Impressive. Makes my work easier when I need to come back in with guns.
Altitude. Altitude.
One out. See if I could get any of them to fire at me. Alright, now we're going to switch over to guns. And just kind of loiter and be annoying. Oh wait, that didn't drop, did it? Well, that's no good. I was about to say, my right wing felt a little off. Holy cow. Thing is, I would trim it out, but then again, if I do that, then I'd have to trim it out again when I get rid of it, and I'll be getting rid of this any second now. I need to get a little bit more altitude, get a better nosedive. Go for this wide arc. Up and over. There we go. 14,000. Now let's go inverted. Whee! All right. Yep, there we go. One away.
Altitude. Altitude.
Okay, now we're gonna switch over to gun. Okay. Sweeping right-hander. Now we're going to get pretty down and dirty with these guys, so I'm going to be expecting some tracers, aka their bullets, to be coming at me, because I may have ticked them off. Alright. Let's see, any fresh targets down there? Oh, I see one right there, to the right of the one on the corner.
Altitude.
So, I know it's not an A-10, but we're going to go ahead and give them our best Burt. Ooh, they're shooting. I ticked them off. That wing flex, too. The physics in this game are amazing. Let's go ahead and give him another pass. What do we have? 174 left? Yeah, something like that. Alright, we're gonna come in for another pass. Don't know if I got the one that was on that farther corner, but I see a couple of them right here underneath the original
Altitude.
area reticle.
Altitude.
So we are going to give them a little bit of guns. Guns, guns, guns. Guns, guns, guns. Whoa, hello. Yeah, they didn't like that. Alright, well, we are out. So... I guess we're gonna have to go back to base because... Let's see, what do we have? We have 6,600 left on fuel. Man, I really burned a lot while I was out here, so... I'm gonna climb to... We could level off at about 7,500. Go ahead and altitude hold. And let's do heading. Wait, what? I don't even know what I want to do here. Heading maybe. Laser arm off, master arm off. Heading 30. Huh. Right, I guess it's time to call ATC for Sharjah International and report inbound.
1-1.
Dodge 1-1. Fly heading 318. Forward 5. QFE 29.2.
318.
Runway 30. To pattern altitude.
On 8. Go ahead and back on navigation mode. And on 8. I think I set everything up properly. Doesn't look like the autopilot's kicking in properly, but maybe it is. Okay. Like there's something I'm forgetting to press? Not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and targeting pod. Yeah. There we go.
Dodge 1-1. Request navigation assistance. Dodge 1-1. ADS, you're heading 319.
Huh. Weird, because it was working. Well, I can't remember if I missed anything or not. Airfield. I'd say it's right past this lake, like right there. I'm not sure though. Oh. Keeps on wind keeps on pushing me just a little bit.
Dodge 1-1. Request navigation assistance. Dodge 1-1. ADS, you're heading 317.
Okay. 5. So that means that 317. We'll go 321, 322. See it right there, actually. Go ahead and cut throttle.
Altitude. Altitude.
I'd hope so. I'm going to land. Going to see if we can land on 30 left time. And it's right there. I've got the runway targeted. Don't really need to do that. I just thought it was fun. Prop my feet on the rudder pedals again. Now I can't remember. I think over there around like 270 it's Dubai International. We've been we were operating out of Sharjah. I don't know how you say it, but all right, let's go ahead and pop the gear down. Don't have to worry about flaps on this one because I believe the flaps on the F-16 are fully automatic. Both the leading edge flaps and the trailing flaps. It looks like we have some more people joining us on the live stream. Feel free to say hi in the chat.
Dodge 1-1. Cleared for visual. Contact tower.
Connecting tower. Requesting landing.
Dodge 1-1. Request landing.
Yeah, we didn't do any sort of like upwind or downwind or legs or anything. We just basically from the mission area, we just went to a very long final. For those of you who speak pilot terminology, which means basically coming straight in for the runway that we're landing on. Go ahead and pop out the speed brakes. Speed brakes active. Crank up the throttle just a little bit.
Dodge 1-1. Check landing gear. Runway 30.
Landing gear check. Runway 30. I guess that means 30 left, because I didn't hear otherwise. Not like there's anybody else in my server, but whatever.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Right. Not the best landing that I've done. We'll bounce on it, but well, it'll be have to make do. We're gonna continue to go down. The next taxiway and go back to the parking area. Put on the nose wheel steering. Forgot what the parking area. Where is it? There? It's over there. It doesn't have to be perfect. I think it may have been over there by those buildings, but to go ahead and just park over by these buildings because I want to. Right. Turn the targeting pod off. And I'll have to take a look at the damage that we inflicted on those T-90s. It was all good. This looks like park. Where I started, but matter. Stop here, and we're gonna put the parking brake on. Beauteous. Hey, time to turn off all the systems. We'll start with lights. Actually, good. Up display. And the head-mounted display unit. Countermeasures are off. Everything on the countermeasures now off. AP is off. Turn off comms. Go ahead and open the canopy. Nose wheel steering off. We'll start turning off patience. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? No wonder why it didn't work. My radar altimeter I forgot to put that on. It was on standby. So no wonder why my autopilot didn't work. Sure. I knew I forgot to do something, and that's what it was. I just couldn't think at the moment. Let's go ahead and turn off probe heat. And off. Everything else looks good. I didn't put on any position lights because obviously with combat you don't want to put position lights on because you're like, hey, look at me. It's like a clown. Somebody in the Navy SEALs dressing up as a clown. Just not. You don't do that. All right, let's go ahead and turn off engine. Batteries on. Just one last look. Good. Right. Okay. Prime the ejection seat. We'll turn the battery off. Okay. System is powered down. That's it, folks. Hopefully you guys had fun watching how that works. I think I'm going to call the live stream here. We'll do a couple once over around. DCS look just great. So kudos to all of the dev teams that make the modules, all the different jets and packs for this. I know that some people will say that getting into this can get pretty expensive, but you know, I like to support them, and it's really cool to learn how to fly each one. That said, thank you very much for joining. We'll see you on the next one.